So you just bought a brand new turntable. Congratulations, but now you have to go through the ever enjoyable process of setting it up and connecting it to your sound system. How do you balance the tone arm? Which cable goes where? In the phono stage, how do you know which to use? Well, in this bite-sized video, I will give you the rundown on Turntable Setup 101, so you can get to spinning records and listening to your favorite music in no time. First things first, when opening up your turntable, it doesn't matter what brand or model, you're going to want to find a space to work. I recommend a kitchen counter or a table, but the floor can work in a pinch as well. Lay out all your parts in front of you and be sure to read the included directions for your particular turntable before you start, as each model will be slightly different. Generally, you'll want to make sure the platter and subplatter are installed and the belt is in place if you have one. Make sure the cartridge and head shell are on and the counterweight is installed on the back of the tone arm. Dust cover usually goes on last, and I find it helpful to wait until the tone arm is balanced. Speaking of balancing, this would be a great time to do just that. I would recommend picking up a stylus pressure gauge somewhere, as they are the easiest way to ensure you are balancing your tone arm appropriately, as well as a turntable protractor to help check for alignment on the cartridge, which should come in the box. Check to see if the included cartridge and stylus have a recommended tracking force for you to aim for. Most moving magnet cartridges will want to be balanced between 1.8 grams to 2 grams, but some moving coil cartridges may require a little more or a little less. If your turntable has an adjustable anti-skate dial, adjust it to match the amount of tracking force you have calibrated your tone arm to. For example, if you balance at 1.9 grams, you want to set the anti-skate dial to 1.9. If your model comes with an anti-skate weight, check your instructions on where to hang it. Now that your turntable is assembled and calibrated, it's time to connect your turntable into your stereo. If you purchase or have an external Phono preamp, I would recommend using it in most cases. Generally speaking, an external Phono preamp will do a much better job than those integrated into your turntable, stereo preamp, or home theater AVR. Using a set of RCA cables, either included with the turntable or purchased separately, connect the output of your turntable to the input of your Phono stage. Make sure you also have the ground cable connected between the turntable and Phono stage if yours supports it. Now, from the output stage of the Phono preamp, you can connect to any analog input on your sound system. Just please be careful to not connect two Phono preamp stages together. You'll get a lot of distortion if you do this and can potentially damage your speakers or electronics. If all went well, you should be able to start listening to music right away. But if any of this setup is too daunting or complicated for you, fear not. If you're local to our Pennsylvania showrooms, please feel free to bring in your turntable to have one of our experts set it up for you. Or even have us come out to the house to take care of the whole thing. If you have any questions on some niche cases, like using specially balanced audio cables with project turntables, or how to change a cartridge and stylus, please let us know in the comments below. This is Chris with Worldwide Stereo. Thanks for tuning in.